So tell me, what if the internet crashes forever? What if? Imagine a time before the internet came, when life moved slower, free from its digital chain. There was no screen to gaze upon, nor clicks to entertain. All we had was a simpler world where connections were in our domain. A blissful period when we gathered in person and engaged face to face. There were no virtual avatars, just souls in shared space. Letters penned by hand, postage stamps to embrace, and the anticipation of waiting for words to chase. Then came Tim Burns' mind-blowing invention, a marvelous invention that has helped improve connection. It has also done well to ease communication and further help to disseminate information. It has aided the gospel reach a wider congregation, as well as exposed businesses and talents to a larger population. It has entertained and also educated. But while educating, it has also miseducated. And just as it connected, same way it disconnected. It improved connection, but increased depression, then became a tool for deception and mass manipulation. Ever since the internet came, a lot of things it changed. One of the things it first did was to isolate, because in isolation we become easy prey to influences that carry our minds away from ourselves, away from our surroundings, away from our friends, family, and through priorities. Gradually we threw away the vision. We lost the bigger picture and then embarked on a dumb mission to become fiction. Phones became the new addiction that fed us vital concussion, becoming a major agent of distraction. The internet emerged a digital wildfire, became an invisible force that fueled our every desire. We soon had information at our fingertips with so much knowledge to acquire, keeping the world at our command as well as our curiosity on fire. Social media blossomed, connecting us all, and through statuses and tweets, we felt like never before. But on a closer inspection, the internet offered us an artificial world in exchange for reality. It divorced us totally from reality by selling us fantasies. And so slowly we began to dream and forgot to live, and then allowed this artificial reality mess with our sanity. We now understand emojis more than body languages, and our attentions are now more fixated on vain irrelevancies. Academically, it made access to academic materials easier, consequently making students lazier. Parenting-wise, it stole kids from parental influence, reoriented them and fed them with more than they could comprehend. It contributed to a reduction in visitations and made us closer to our phone chargers and sockets than to humans. It gave us easy access to pornography, consequently giving birth to negative side effects and unrealistic demands and expectations in the bedroom. These and many more than I can mention accompanied the internet's emergence. So the big question now, what will happen if the internet eventually crashes? Will our current lifestyle burn to ashes? What will life be like? Would it be like a modernized hunter-gatherer situation? Would we be starting our lives all over? Would it mean game over? How many of us will still have dreams? And to those who still do, what shall their dreams be like? How many of us will still have lives left in reality? How many will still have good friendships that would last for eternity? Would we still care about being celebrities, or care more about our friends and family? Will depression and suicide increase or decrease? Would we have fewer divorces? Firstly, I think we would begin to wake up every morning to our devotions instead of to our phones like we do on most occasions. We would understand body languages and no longer emojis. And like Z in Kalahari, we would live life with contentment, with less worries of owning a Ferrari. Although our reliance on technology would be hard to unwind, and the loss of virtual connections would be a challenge we would find. Regardless, in the absence of the internet's vibrant glow, I believe that we would rediscover what we used to know. Real conversations, faces lit with an inner glow. Time spent with loved ones and hearts learning to grow. In its absence, we would get a chance to reconnect and let our spirits flow. Through shared experiences with no filters to bestow, making human interaction a valuable seed to sow. Like in the primitive times, we would have less screen time and a world less insane, concurrently adapting to a life where connection is reclaimed. No more instant messages, no tweets to endeavor. At last, the digital universe lost and gone forever. Books would regain their past glory as pages turn slow, feeding minds concrete knowledge and letting their spirits grow. Academically, we would have no choice but to consult library books. Students will grow out of their laziness. No more easy access to already made materials. Things will go back to the old times when tedious effort in library was the only way out. There will no longer be hysteria to viral irrelevant news. We would no longer be susceptible victims of the media's advertisements that pokes at our insecurities. Men will worry less about their penis size or how quick they ejaculate, and women would feel less insecure about their stretch marks, butt size, hip shapes, and more, which the internet has caused them to, because we would no longer be exposed to pornography and adverts that stir up anxiety and insecurity, but rather we would now appreciate our uniqueness without virtual comparisons. Parenting would become more easier as kids would have limited exposure to immoral influences. Influencers will lose their jobs, consequently liberating impressionable minds from toxic online relationship tutors that dish out destructive philosophies. Artists will no longer have streaming platforms. It will go back to how it once was, distributing CDs to passerby and selling concert tickets by the roadside. Politicians and advertisement companies would seek new ways for manipulating the masses. The void left behind would echo in our minds, leaving us to adapt and thrive, or be left in a bind. The aim of the video is not to inspire fear, but to open us to the imbalance in our use of the internet and how we have allowed it to affect our lives in our daily dealings, so as to help correct our flaws for a better coexistence. The question I have to ask is this: should we wait until the internet crashes before we begin to spend more time and connect with people in reality? I really hope that people won't wait till the internet crash before we become more married to our vicinity and be more committed to growing our communities. I'm hoping that we would worry less about being the next big thing, but worry more about not being the next victim of a dream to become fiction, but become citizens with a collective vision. Hello my people, I am Great Dave, a very good spoken word artist, and I'm sure that you just enjoyed what you just watched. And if you're enjoying what I'm doing and you like what I'm doing, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe, and also share my work everywhere. I'll be bringing a whole lot of good spoken words, a lot of things to talk about, and I hope you stay tuned. Hit the notification button just so immediately I drop, you get notified. I'll be bringing you a whole lot of very sound, good, knowledgeable, impactful, insightful packages. Stay tuned and see you next time.